Hey y'all, we gon' get it right here. This the remix. Track star. Oh, oh, oh. Disturbing the peace. Oh, oh, oh. No so deaf. Yeah. Chingy. The JD. Let's do it.
For those of you that are new to my channel, my name is Aisha. I am a CRNA student, first year. I'm going to be going into my third semester, so I just finished semester 2. I just started this channel this past August. Oh no. Yeah, last August, technically, 2016. I wanted to give a resource to people who are trying to get into CRNA school, who are about to be getting into CRNA school, or even people who are already in school. There's not that many resources that give people an inside look about CRNA school, so that's what I wanted this page to be about. I also have an Instagram and a Snapchat if you guys want to go and follow me there. Snapchat, I just kind of am myself. Instagram is more school related, posts about like homework or what I'm studying, things like that. And then YouTube is what you guys see here. This video is going to be about how my last semester went, my grades, the classes that I was in, what I'm looking forward to this next semester coming up, what I'm preparing for, and then I'm also going to throw in some information about finances. I've been getting a lot of questions lately about like where my money is coming from, scholarships, loans, and stuff like that, so I'm just going to throw it in with this video. I'll start by telling you guys what my schedule was for this past semester. So on Mondays I had journal club at around 11:30 in the morning, and I'll describe later on, maybe in another video, what journal club is, maybe once I'm preparing for my own. So we have that's about an hour, 2 presentations that are 30 minutes long. After that we have like 30 minutes, and then I have a class, a health assessment class, starting at 1 p.m. So it's an anesthesia health assessment class. Some CRNA schools have one that's just with all of their DNP students, like with their nurse practitioners, but my school has a specific one for nurse anesthetists. So that was our health assessment. And that went from 1 to 4 p.m. And then on Tuesdays we had 2 classes. At 8 in the morning we had our advanced pathophysiology, and so this semester we covered cardiac, neuro, and respiratory pathophysiology, so everything that like goes wrong with your body. My previous semester, if you guys watched my video, we studied physiology, so what is going on in the body when it's completely normal. So this semester was pathophysiology. And then the second class, so that went from 8 to 11, and then my class after that goes from 12 to 3, and that was our advanced pharmacology. So it was kind of like transitioning in from beginning pharmacology last semester into this semester of advanced pharmacology. And then, so that was Tuesday. Wednesdays we had a course that was called Basics of Anesthesia, and in that class we had like a lot of we had to prepare a lot of work ahead of time, so watching lectures and whatnot, and watching videos, and then we would go into class and practice the application of it. We had a few projects in there as well, and I really enjoyed that course. I actually have another one coming up this next semester, and I'm really excited to see, you know, what else I'm going to learn. The last class, we went in, took our test, and we actually picked up a lecture packet for this next semester. And it was about spinals. So if that's any indication of what I'm about to be learning, I'm super excited. So that was like my Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And then Thursday and Friday I had simulation. Thursdays typically was from about 9 to 1, 9 in the morning to 1 p.m. And that was when we were just pretty much like, not overloaded, but we went through stations and pretty much preparing us for literally what we were going to see in an OR. We did a lot of practicing in our simulation rooms on that Thursday as well, but most of the time it was like, okay, well, this is this type of airway, and you would use it this way, and this is when you would want to use it. And it kind of followed our basics of anesthesia class that we took on Wednesday. So a lot of the things that we talked about in Wednesday, we would go in to simulation and talk about on Thursday. So Thursday was with our instructor, and then Friday we had what is called independent sim, but we had seniors that were with us in the OR, practicing with us as well, just kind of reviewing what we had been practicing the day before. So that was pretty much how my week went, Monday through Friday. And then on the weekends I typically studied, especially if I had a test. A lot of the times I studied right after school. We had quizzes, online quizzes. I've had 3 presentations this semester, I believe. I didn't have any papers this semester, so that was good. But I think I start DMP preparation for my doctorate project. I start this summer preparing that, so I'm sure I'll have some papers, which can lead me into what I'm going to talk about next. I can tell you guys what classes I'm going to be taking this summer. I almost forgot to tell you guys my grades. Health assessment, I got an A. For pathophysiology, I got a B. For pharmacology, I got a B. And then for basics, I got an A as well. Our simulation class was like a pass or fail, but if you didn't pass, you failed and failed out. So it's pretty like it's pretty anxiety provoking. And if anybody followed my snaps and my Instagram stories, I showed you guys like how I was practicing, how my first checkoff went, and how my last checkoff went. So if you guys definitely follow me on those, you guys can see how my day-to-day usually goes. But on to the next subject. So for my upcoming summer semester, I don't know the dates, I don't know specifically the times and the days that I'm having these classes off the top of my head, so I'm just going to tell you the classes that I'm in. I have an advanced principles of anesthesia, so I was in basics this past semester, now I'm in advanced principles. I have advanced pathophysiology again. So like I did cardiac, neuro, and respiratory, I'm going into some other systems this upcoming semester. I have a cadaver lab. I think they're calling it anesthesia specialty techniques. So in our cadaver lab, we're going to be practicing like spinals, epidurals, and things on, I was going to say real live cadavers, on cadavers, practicing the technique and how to find, landmarks and things like that. So I'm super excited about that. And then I have one evidence-based course, which I think has to do with a lot of my DMP. And then I have a scholarly writing course. So yes, I'm definitely going to be writing some papers this summer. The summer looks like it's going to be pretty intense because then on Thursday and Friday I have 2 clinical days that week as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4 classes that are on campus, and then I have 2 clinical days. Luckily I have some clinical sites that are closer to here. But next semester I might not be that lucky and have to travel, 2.5 hours away. So, it's just the luck of the draw. Okay, quickly on to finances. A lot of people are asking me how the heck I'm surviving, what am I eating, ramen noodles, just kidding. So I'll just quickly talk about that. So when you go to CRNA school, I will not put a number on this, but I will just venture off and say that most people end up getting a grad plus loan. So just like an undergrad, they will pay your school. What that is, your loan, you're taking a loan out through them, but they are paying your school for you. They pay your school, ends up being too much, but they do that on purpose. And then you get that balance that's left over, and it gets directly deposited into your account. It varies. One semester I had like $11,000 for a semester, and one semester they offered me $6,000, but you can ask them for more. It just depends on your living situation, and that is with FAFSA. So you can also take out private loans. I have not had to take out any private loans, but there's always money out there to be taken, I guess. Granted, you are paying it back, but like I said in my other video, it's all an investment. By the time you graduate here, the money that you're going to be making, you can pay it off in 3 to 5 years, maybe even sooner, depending on how quickly you want to pay it off. So hopefully when I get there, I'll be doing some videos on how I'm paying that off and whatnot. But that's just quickly about finances. I will also talk about, maximizing what you get. So say you're moving to a new place. I used Craigslist when I first was looking for a place, and Zillow to rent. I would highly recommend getting a roommate, and then just following a strict budget and living on it. This is no time to be going out all the time, eating out all the time. You got books to pay for, you have your rent to pay for, you have your car to pay for. Some people are married and they have a partner that has money coming in, and that's such a huge bonus, but not everybody does. Not everybody has that luxury. So it's just figuring out what works for you. but just know that it's doable. There's plenty of people who went through programs, rigorous programs, who have kids, some who don't, some are married, some are going through divorces. You just have to focus on what your end goal is and you'll make it through. Some things I'm looking forward to, not my wisdom teeth that I'm getting axed out of my mouth tomorrow. I am still practicing in the OR simulation room. I have started reading some of my textbooks just to learn about like some spinals and things like that before we get into class. I'm drinking a lot of water, eating a lot of pineapple, working out. Just kidding, it's not for this channel. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. If you have any other questions, definitely message me down below, or you can follow me on Instagram, message there. Snapchat, I always respond. I also have an email, aishaSRNA@gmail.com. Definitely email me there. I'm always checking that and emailing back. So yeah, I hope you guys have a good start of your summer. Shout out to everybody who graduated. You new grad nurses, you go out and be great. So yeah, I'll see you guys later.
I like that, yeah. I like that, yeah. I like that, yeah. I like that, yeah. Ooh.